Alrighty, so today I had another video plan that I was gonna do for this week, and as I was trying to film it, a string broke on the guitar and I rummaged through my excess strings and discovered that I didn't have the strings that I needed for that guitar. And long story short, it just wasn't in the cards to do that video this week. But next week there will be a video on my weird mod that I did to my Telecaster. That I thought was cool at the time, and I still think it's cool. I just don't use it as much as I should, but that's beside the point. Today we're gonna do a fun little story time. This goes back to the days when I was working in a guitar shop, and I was new to this guitar shop, and this guitar shop was a Martin dealer. It's the guitar shop I've talked about before. Let's see how many times I can say guitar shop. Anyway, it was, I wanna say 2016. I could be totally wrong on that, but I do want to say it was 2016. And that year, Martin had made a D-28 that was a special run for John Lennon's 75th birthday. It was modeled after his early 60s model that he took to India and wrote the White Album, or his portion of the White Album on. They made only 75 copies of this for his 75th birthday, and it was really cool. I remember it had little peace symbols around the sound hole as far as the inlay work. I thought the coolest piece of inlay work that they had was the 12th fret was his round spectacles that he had. The 3-piece back of the D-28 was split into a peace sign. It was just cool, right? Cool guitar. I want to say it was around 10 grand. So this is a story about how the guitar community in my area saved that guitar. So what happened is we had that in, and it was hanging in the acoustic room, which is normally under lock and key. And it just was like this perfect storm of circumstances where there was someone who called in sick. There was only one gal in the store. She had a line of people at the register and she was fighting for her life. And a guy figured out how to sneak into the acoustic room and stole that $10,000 Martin. So the owner comes back and asks, oh, where's the John Lennon Martin? And now we realize it's missing, right? Immediately what he does is he pulls up the CCTV, and what you could see on the TV was the guy literally just like snuck in, picked it up, walked out with it. No case, nothing, right? Again, it was just the perfect storm of circumstances. So we take a bunch of screenshots of the CCTV, put it out on social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. And in my last video like this where I was driving around, I talked about the guitar mob and how there just seems to be this collection of people, most of them are on the internet, who have really, really strong opinions about things that don't really matter. And I call them the guitar mob, not because they're like, oh, I wanna make you an offer you can't refuse, but instead because they kind of just like sit there with like unlit torches and pitchforks waiting for a chance to jump on something. And that's what I picture, is this just angry mob, right? And so we posted this on like the gear swap pages on Facebook and all over the place. And immediately comments are flooded of just people with their pitchforks and their torches ready to just take this guy down. And long story longer, what happened is the guitar community rallied and found the guy, and he was like a block away from another guitar store when they arrested him. And what had happened is this guy was a manager up at, I want to say, the Boise, Idaho Guitar Center. And he had started a recording studio and it was not doing well. He was in debt, he was struggling. And since he worked at Guitar Center, he knew what pieces he should find that would cost a lot of money. He probably should have picked one that was more inconspicuous, but hey, you know, what do I know? I've never stolen anything that I can remember. I think I stole magnets from my 4th grade teacher and my mom made me take them back and apologize. So, cured. Anyway, they catch him, they find in his trunk the D-28, as well as like another American Strat, I want to say, that he had stolen from another guitar store. He was straight up just like doing a tour of guitar stores in Utah and was stealing expensive guitars. And he was just in debt, trying to fix it somehow. I mean, really, honestly, a short-sighted plan from my perspective, but hey, what are you gonna do, you know? Debt makes people desperate. Sorry about that, I had to go get my cup of cancer juice. So, Happy ending. All guitars involved were returned. The guy was caught. Someone bought the guitar and now has a 1 of 75 Martin that has an extra special backstory because it got stolen and then returned. Kind of fun. The real question is, what's the point in this story other than the fact that it's just kind of fun in hindsight? Well, I would say this. I've talked about the guitar mob before and how they kind of frustrate me at times because I feel like they sit there and they kind of just spew these really strong opinions that aren't always correct, but yet they make younger or newer players feel like they're idiots, you know? But at the same time, this was probably one of the first times for me that I realized that there was something significant about the guitar community that really needed to be appreciated. Because honestly, those guitars would not have been returned if those posts had not gotten the traction that they had, and if there wasn't this group of people who were passionate about guitar who could fight for those guitars. It's really kind of cool when you think about it. So all of this to say, there's a significant value in community, specifically the guitar community, right? I've met so many different people playing guitar that I never would have met any other way. And while we may not see eye to eye on everything, we can appreciate guitar together and we can side with each other when it comes to playing guitar and kind of protecting guitars, you know? Also, if you're the type of person that likes to steal guitars, don't do that. That's bad. Don't do it. Anyway, not to get sentimental, but community is important, and it's something that we may be lacking in a physical sense, more so than like when I was growing up. That's why I've started this channel. I don't care who you are. Just be a good person and let's talk about guitars, right? That's all I care about. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good one. Let me know in the comments down below your experiences with stolen gear and hopefully if they got returned, or if you're still looking out for them. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day. Please like and subscribe. Only 3% of my viewers are subscribed to me, so please subscribe. I'm super close to 1,000 subscribers, which is when I start making money, which I would really like to start doing, so I can get more gear, do more gear demos, and all in all, just put more effort into this channel. I think that'd be really fun. Anyway, like and subscribe. Go make someone else's day better. We'll see you around.